So it's morning, 7:30, Friday the 26th. And I'm just leaving the albergue here. I feel fine. I got up and stretched this morning. No problems. One interesting thing that happened kind of in the night is this woman and her daughter, who's probably maybe 8 or 9, got to the albergue at like 10:30 last night. Most people were already in bed, asleep, or near asleep. And so they just came in, put their stuff down, and went to bed. Well, this morning, the Hindu monk woke up probably like 5:30, maybe 6. I was just kind of trying to ask around, figuring out what's going on, because he was sleeping on the top bunk, and there was nobody below him. But he woke up this morning with a piece of onion on his pillow, and he was like, "What is going on?" Well, this woman, her daughter has some condition that when she lays down, she has a hard time breathing, and she starts coughing, and so she always puts a piece of onion next to her pillow to help her breathe. And apparently he had been wheezing kind of in the night, and so this woman put a piece of onion next to his pillow as well so that he could breathe a little bit better. So he woke up this morning with a piece of onion on his pillow. But it just does show that all the Pellegrinos are looking out for one another and taking care of each other. But that would be very strange to wake up with a piece of onion on your pillow. So today, I might try to get to the end of stage 1 today, which is about a little over 10 miles from where I am. But I took it really quite easy yesterday, and so we'll see. I'm gonna go try to find a cup of coffee and some breakfast, and yeah, that's it. Day 2. Here I go. Buencamino. So I just had breakfast and just a cup of coffee and some toast. It was a €1.90. I don't know how to say the cents still. But now I can think a little bit clearer and tell you a little bit more about staying in the albergue and what that was like. It was actually really, really enjoyable experience. Everybody was super nice. The bathrooms were not co-ed, but almost. And there was a stall for the shower and a stall for the bathroom, but the shower didn't have like a door that locked. It was just a plastic curtain that covered it. And so it was a little bit strange, like showering when there was literally like nothing stopping somebody from just walking in on you. So that was a little odd. But obviously people are very respectful, and so that was never an issue. But it was just a strange feeling. That particular albergue did have a washing machine. It was €3, so I did wash my clothes rather than washing them in the tub by hand, and then just line dried them. So that was nice. And then the sleeping was, not too bad. There was, a symphony of noses, symphony of noses going on. Quite a few people that were snoring, but you know, I was able to still fall asleep and get to sleep pretty easily. I don't have a problem sleeping through snoring usually, so that doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. And so most people just bring earplugs, and that sort of takes care of that. But yeah, that was kind of what it was like staying at the albergue. A lot of people did go to the little local market and just buy some food and cooked it there at the albergue, rather than like going out to a restaurant or something for dinner. And so I probably will try to do something like that for the most part, rather than like constantly eating out, and just finding something easy and quick, a salad or something that I can make there at the albergue and just eat. So yeah, I'm headed off. The next kind of stretch of, you know, maybe 3 to 5 miles of my journey is walking past the airport, and I don't love that. It's not a lovely walk. It's very noisy and the traffic is really bad, which isn't too daunting, but a lot of the other Pellegrinos were talking about just, you know, getting the bus or taking an Uber to get them past the airport. And I think I'm probably going to do that, just so I don't have to walk past the airport. It does cut like 5 miles off my day, but I'm not going to complain. And this is my Camino. I can do whatever I want. So I think I am going to take an Uber to get past the airport, so I don't have to walk past the airport. And so anyway, that's my day today. Just more walking. I'll try to update, and if I see anything cool, I'll try to film it as best I can. If I was unsure of the route that I was on, there are always way markers to tell you you're on the right path, but this is definitely the biggest one that I've seen. There's a way marker, so I know I'm on the right path. Most of this street that I've been walking on has been, no, that's not a very good view, has been void of sidewalks, and so I've literally just been walking along the road. And you get a little bit of an adrenaline jolt every time a car drives by, but you know, no problem. I'm sure they're used to this. They probably see pilgrims all the time. But for me, it's very startling. But I am just kind of walking through. I didn't pick up an Uber on my way to get past the airport. The Uber app was being annoying, and I didn't want to wait for it any longer, so I just kept walking instead. But yeah, I'm kind of walking through this farmland, but the city's like right there, so I'm not very far from, you know, city life. So anyway, I'll just keep walking. I was just walking past this stone quarry, and I noticed that all these piles of stone are all cut into squares, and I'm sure that they are used to pave all of the sidewalks and stuff. It's just interesting to see big piles of square stone like that. I do not like heights. They are very scary. But I'm gonna make it. I was starting to get a little worried because I hadn't seen a way marker in a while, and they have been appearing quite regularly, but I just found one on that street light there. So that was a relief. Not that there was really anywhere else for me to have gone, but you know, it's always comforting to know you're on the right path. This road doesn't have sidewalks, and so it's just a little scary when the cars come up behind you. Well, now there's not a car, but it is a little scary. This arrow was kind of hidden behind this pipe, but it is there. It's like having a Red Bull every time a car drives by. That's a new way marker. I hadn't seen a sticker, but whatever works. Look what I found. A cemetery. I like that. Clearly people come here quite regularly and put down flowers. Like, it's just part of what they do. It's not just on Memorial Day and birthdays. I don't know if you can see that, but the peacock has all of its feathers fanned out. I think that's its butt. Yeah, definitely its butt. Oh, hi, Mr. Chicken. I think it's telling me to not go that way. So I better go that way. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Found some citrus trees. I can't smell them, but they are pretty. Good thing for the way markers, or I would have headed down that road instead of up that road. I think it might be about to rain. I think I'm getting fairly close to a place where I'm gonna call it good for today. In fact, I'm almost to the point that I would have Ubered to had I been able to get the Uber app to work. It's 11:48 and I am at 20,000 steps so far for today. And by almost, I mean I'm probably like 2 miles away from where I would have stopped. And again, very grateful for the way markers, because there's an X on that rock painted there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see what you can see. But there's an X. I'll point lower because I know your eyesight is different than mine. An X on the wall there saying don't go that way. And then the sign and a painted arrow saying go this way. I made it to the Albergue. It's this old school that they renovated, and so they just have each of the classes turned into bunks. So the Albergue has over 100 beds, but I'm just in this room. And I'm right by this cute little fireplace. The benefit of being the first one here is that I always get the good beds. They have like this disposable sheet that, I mean, it just tears almost immediately. I ripped it like 4 times trying to put it on the bed, but I'm not really sure how effective it is. But they did bring a blanket. Last night I did get a little cold, so it's nice to have a blanket. Although I don't know that I'll like totally cover myself with it, but it'll be nice to have on my feet because it was my feet that got cold. So anyway, I'm here. I'm gonna just hang out. It's almost 2. I've gone 26,000 steps today. I don't know how many kilometers / miles that is, but I guess it's probably about 10 miles. If 2,500 steps is 1 mile, then 25,000 would be 10 miles. I can math. So yeah, about 10 miles today. I'm gonna just hang out here. My darling brother Andy has sent me a Venmo so that I can go have a nice dinner. So I'm gonna go find a place to have a good meal tonight. And then I'll keep going. So I still haven't finished the end of the first day. So to kind of give you an idea, so this is Porto. This is where I started at the cathedral. And yesterday I made it to this albergue right here. So about 1/3 of the way, and then today I am here at this albergue. So I still have quite a ways to get to the end of stage 1. So it's 6:30, and I thought I would just film my end of day stats today, or right now, since there's so many people here. I didn't want to do it inside, and it's, as people start coming back from dinner and stuff, it's going to start getting noisier and noisier and noisier, so I thought I would just do it now. And then I've just been hanging out on my bed, just stretching and chilling and relaxing. I hadn't eaten anything since Sunny. I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, and so I went down and everything closes between 3 and 7, so I did find the only bar that was still open and had a really crappy ham and cheese sandwich and then some french fries. And so I will save my brother's sweet gift for tomorrow when I get to the Villa de Conde, which is a much bigger city than this tiny little town that I'm in. But anyway, so my stats today are, my Fitbit says I have 28,000 steps total. Breakfast cost $190. I stopped and had a orange soda with one of the pilgrims that I picked up along the way. That I ran into along the way. He was actually on our way to this albergue. He had actually like walked right past it and was headed up to the road that I was on. And he actually stopped me thinking he was going to help me find the albergue. He's like, it's just like right behind you. And I was like, I just walked there. But he was actually incorrect. And so I'm sure he was glad that he ran into me, because he was very, very tired. And so, yeah, we walked back down to the albergue together. I haven't seen him since, actually. But we stopped and had he had a coffee and I had an orange soda at one of the little cafes on the way, and ran into another pilgrim who was headed the other direction. But she had like a nicer hotel that she was staying in, so she's not staying in the albergues with us. Which is actually kind of unfortunate. It is absolutely a treat to stay in these albergues, at least the 2 nights I've been doing it. I think that's part of the Camino, is communing with everyone else and seeing how everybody else is doing and how everybody's feet are doing. Everybody always wants to ask you about their feet. How are your feet? And just, you know, seeing how everybody else has gotten through their pilgrimage. Most people here that I've ran into, this is their first day, where it's the second day for me. So that's, you know, it's been nice though. And then, yeah, for lunch I didn't have anything. The ham and cheese sandwich and french fries cost me $7.10. And then I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a great place to stop and get breakfast in the morning. The albergue has like a coffee vending machine, so I'll just get vending machine coffee tomorrow morning. And then I picked up a roll and some bread and like a cheese spread and a banana for breakfast in the morning, and that's what I'll have. And then I'll head back out. I might actually deviate just a little bit for the rest of the stage and head down to the coast and walk the rest way up to the Villa de Conde along the coast, rather than on the route that I was on. I didn't take that route because the guidebook says it's not very well marked. But talking to the guy that I ran into on the way to the albergue, he said it's very well marked and that he never had a problem finding a way marker, and he didn't get lost at all. So I might try that and see. You know, it's only one day. And then I was supposed to be on the coastal route anyway, so after I get to the Villa de Conde, that coastal route and the route that I'm on kind of merge and actually kind of become one anyway. So I'm probably gonna just take that route tomorrow, and walk along the coast and the beach, and it'll be lovely. And he said it's mostly boardwalk the whole way, so that I don't feel like is going to be any worse than walking on the cobblestone, maybe. But we'll see. And then, so yeah, and then the cost of the accommodation was $10 tonight. So all in total, it came to almost, not dollars, euros. I keep doing that. It's not dollars, it's euros. But all in total, it came to about 20 euros. Seems like there was something else that I was going to bring up, but now I can't remember what it was. I am like really weirded out by the euro. Like, why are all the bills different sizes, and why are there so many coins? I have this rule usually that our coins are, I'm gonna turn. Hang on. Better. That our coins are the seeds by which our money grows, and so if we spend our coin, then we have no more seeds. And so I don't generally spend my coins. It's just been kind of a thing of mine. But here, like, I kind of can't avoid it. I go to the grocery store and buy something, and the bill comes out to be $1, and you hand them $10, and you get like 75,000 coins back. So I'm gonna have to figure out the coin situation. But yeah, I don't know why everything is coins. I'm sure they like it, and so it's normal to them. But to me, it's just really weird. And yeah, the fact that all the bills are completely different sizes. The only thing that I can think of as to a benefit of that is that I guess it can be kind of easy to identify what bill you're looking at just by the size. But you know, I can also do that with the colors that are on them. Though I would rather have like everything be able to be folded up nicely in my wallet. And I feel like the entire country of Europe should change their currency, just because I'm annoyed by the fact that their bills are all different sizes. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow I'm headed to Villa de Conde. I'm gonna stop there. I think it's like 5 or 8 miles from here. I don't think it's kind of like my day yesterday. I need to start saying things in kilometers, because that's how everybody talks here. And so everybody asked me how far I went today, and I'm like, I don't know, like 10 miles. But nobody else knows what that is. So America needs to get on board with the metric system, so that I can speak to the rest of the world in kilometers and meters, and be able to understand what they're saying. So yeah, that's it. It's been a nice, lovely day, and pretty uneventful for the most part. Just walking and thinking. I turned on my headphones for a little while, but I actually really found that I would rather just kind of not have the music, and not have that distraction, and just kind of be more present in in myself at the moment. And maybe that will change over the next couple of weeks, but I'm kind of just enjoying the, like, being present in the moment. That there's nothing else that I have to think about. There's nothing else I have to worry about. I can just walk. So it's been nice. I have already identified a set of clothing that I absolutely do not need, and may mail back to myself, because I don't think I'll need it in India either. And so I brought it sort of as just like a fail-safe in case all of my other clothes get wet, that I had a dry pair of clothes. But I already have extra clothes outside of that I don't feel like I need to have those clothes. And so yeah, I think I probably will just mail them back to myself, and then I won't have them at all on this trip. It's just extra weight. I didn't really feel the weight of my backpack so much today. My legs are, I didn't notice my legs while I was walking, but when I got to the Albergue and kind of sat and relaxed for a little bit, when I went to get back up, I did notice that, like, they've been moving today. I could kind of feel it. So I'm trying to be very mindful of that, and just make sure I do a lot of stretching. I've been spending the last like maybe 2 hours just sitting in my bed stretching, and just really making sure that I'm loose and limber, and that nothing gets, you know, none of my muscles don't get all bunched up. I did invert my feet like the guy at the Albergue told me to yesterday. And there was somebody else there at the Albergue that confirmed that, like, that was really good advice. So I have been doing that quite a bit today as well. Yeah, I think that's all. My nightly stand-up. I will give another update tomorrow, unless I can think of something else between now and then. But yeah, I just there are quite a few people here, and I didn't want to sit in my dorm. There's quite a few people just sitting on their beds today. Yesterday there was about 20 beds total at the Albergue, and everybody just sat out in the garden all evening and talked and enjoyed one another. And here everybody just kind of isolates themselves. Like if we look around the courtyard, like everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. They're not really like communing with one another. And even in the dorms, they're just sitting on their beds reading or listening to music or watching movies or something on their phones, and they're really not like interacting with one another. So it is kind of a different feeling. And there is like a room in the back where they have a whole bunch of bunk beds. Oh, why? They have a whole bunch of bunk beds that's kind of it looks like a garage. There's no windows. It's really dark and dreary in there. They have several beds or like mattresses just on the floor. But I was lucky that I got here first and got a good bed. Yeah, that's all. I will check in tomorrow. Buencamino.